Welcome to Mediocre Gamers, this is Crimson. I'm just going to go over a little bit on World of Warships Blitz. It can be kind of confusing seeing all this stuff right off the bat. Up at the top it's going to have your your character, how much premium time you have, your gold, silver, and free XP. Next you're going to have your missions tab there. That'll give you your daily rewards and everything like that. Make sure you check on it, once per day. Your port select is going to be right there. I just have the basic port. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy the New York port, whatever. Then you're gonna have armory, fleet, battle, friends, top players. Then your ships in the middle, and then depending on what ship you have selected, you'll have different consumables, equipment, supplies, stuff like that available. We're gonna just go to the wicks right now. So if I click on camouflage, it's going to show me that I don't have a camouflage selected. So we're going to click this is the one that you can buy with in-game currency. These ones take real money currency. Okay, then we can go to consumables. These are your real money or not real money ones. You can get the supplies by clicking here or by clicking on these tabs. Okay. So we get 3 slots for supplies. This one is going to be surface detection. We are going to use that one because we are in a destroyer, so we don't want to be detected as much as we can be. Reload time, we will also use that because that affects our torpedoes. Hit points, ship speed, AA, and then 2 for your aircraft carrier. We're going to go with the ship speed. Then we have equipment. I already have this loaded. This is my torpedo modification, so 20% traverse speed. That's how fast the torpedo launcher will move around. You could get, speed for everything, just your main weapons, or reload for your main weapons. But since we are in a destroyer, we don't shoot our main weapons as much. We are in an American destroyer right now, so you will be shooting main weapons, just not as much right now. Because if our steering gets knocked out, we are dead in the water, so we have the one that keeps our steering going, and then faster speed. Boosters. These are pretty much signal flags in the normal app version. Nothing too crazy here, plus silver minus service cost, plus XP, plus free XP, and then plus XP and free XP. We're not going to run any of them, we don't need them. Okay, now this is your little news area, but it just takes you to the shop. This is your container, so when you get X amount of XP per day, you get a container. Random's random, you might get lucky. Blueprints and silver, gold, and boosters. Well, we went over silver, gold, and boosters. Let's go over blueprints. So, in the armory, in the normal game, you would have different modules that you would purchase and unlock. This you don't. So what it is you have upgrades. So this hull can be upgraded 3 times. Right now it's 1 of 3. If I had these blueprints, then I could upgrade. I don't, so I can't upgrade them. When you have the hull, the guns, the torpedoes, and when you have everything down here upgraded, it will unlock an elite bonus, pretty much saying the same as when you unlock all the modules in the computer game. It does the same thing, turns it into elite, but with this one you actually choose. So you could choose to have bonus XP, you could choose to have the reload time or ship hull So it is quite interesting and quite nice. It's also where you would pick your camel. You can get details on the ship. And if you want, you can sell the ship. Okay. There's going to be your tech tree over here. So right now, Americans are all in there with a couple premiums. The Japanese are all in here with a couple premiums. And as before, you can always click on a ship to take a look at it. There's the Yamato. And you can click over here to get a bigger list of what it does. Look at those 18-inch guns. Ooh, man. Big boy. British, looks like we only have the one. For Germans, we just have cruisers. And you'll see here, cruisers get sonar and precise aiming system. And you can click that to see what it does. Precise aiming system increases main gun accuracy. And sonar, 20 seconds increases the duration of detection range. And then we have the Russian cruisers, and we do have a cruiser in there for the premium. And they pretty much, they have anti-air and precise aiming. And then we have one ship in here for the French. Okay. Well, first one we're going to do is we're going to play the Wicks. We're going to play a couple of these so you can see a couple different battles. To start a battle, you just click on battle there. Now you can do campaigns, which these are single player campaigns. You can do co-op, which you will fight against AA people. Team battle is if you have a couple friends on and you want to group together, and then solo random battle. So let's take a look. Okay, we're all tier 3. Not bad. They have a Wix and a Wakatak. Yeah, let's take a look at the map and see. We are at the Southern Inn. Now I am using this control scheme. What it does is your ship will go towards the dot on the screen there. So if you want to go a little bit that way, now your ship's going to go that way. The other one I don't like as much because you can't set a turn. You have to hold the turn. And I much prefer to be able to set my turn and be able to do other things on the screen. Obviously move your turrets around just by holding the screen and moving around. Go into binocular mode. And then down at the bottom you have your speed boost. You have your repair and your heal. Well, your heal then repair. Switch over to torpedoes. So now we are spotting this guy. So let's get some damage on him. Okay. We got a cruiser coming in here.
Enemy team captured the area.
Nope, I did not mean to push the button, but yeah, looks like he's gonna dodge those. Nope, got one of them, two of them.
Enemy torpedoes spotted. Enemy team captured the area.
Now there's no ramming in this version. one of them got me. So we'll repair.
We're under attack.
Got him.
We're hit.
I might die here.
We're under attack.
Use our speed boost. Ah, he still got me. But I got him too.
Boost activated.
So I took out 2 characters. Unfortunately, it looks like we are going to lose this round. Thing with this game is you have very little time in the round. We only have 2 minutes and 20 seconds now. Caps are super important. I mean, literally, caps are the most important thing in the game. A kill means shit. So, that's... If I can ingrain anything into you, a kill isn't as important as a cap. Like, right there, I was trying to cap A. Now, granted, I was still trying to kill those because, you know, you had a destroyer and a cruiser. That St. Louis could easily take me out. So I had to kill both of those if I wanted to cap A. Unfortunately, I died in the process of killing that last one. Had I won, I would have been able to cap A. But you have to cap in this game. There's just no way. You literally cannot win this game if you do not go for the objective. You cannot play this game as a non-objective game, no matter what you do. I mean, you could try to kill every ship on the map. You won't. You generally will not kill every ship on the map. The only way to win is to cap. So, yeah. Now, I know there's going to be people out there, oh, well, we win all the time in our games by killing all the enemies. Yeah, and you're probably in tier 6, tier 7, tier 8. But 1 through 4, cap. That is all you can do. That is the most important thing you can do. Now, granted, if there's enemies around you, you gotta kill them because you can't cap if there's an enemy on the cap. But, you know, and you want to stick together. I mean, destroyers are a little different. They can go off on their own because they have low detection. And they're so fast, they're meant to get the outskirt stuff. But you have to cap. Let me go here so we can see some gameplay. See, these guys capped this area, but the other guys took over the other ones. 8 seconds ago, there's no way we can win. If you look at the scores at the top, it's because they were capping. They got incredible, I mean, same amount of ships. You know, 2 and 2. So it's not a kill ratio, it's the cap. The cap is the most important thing. But we wanted to show you the game and the gameplay and to get to the screen. Down here it tells you your capture points, damage caused, ships destroyed, aircraft destroyed. Right above there in your name area over here shows you what items you received, and then standard account, premium account. Although I don't know why it's under standard account, I should have a premium account, but whatever. And then any awards you won. Now you can click here to see more detailed what you did, and you can click here to see the entire team. So I was number 1 on my team. In fact, I was number 1 in the entire game because even the winning team didn't have anybody. But you know, you can't win the game by yourself. Okay. Now, notice how that missions has a little red dot on it. So let's click on it. Daily mission. Destroy 10 enemy ships with secondary guns or torpedoes in random battles. We will receive that. Okay, we did lose our premium. So, purchase premium. And we'll go do another game and show you the difference here. And then after that game we should be able to unlock that crate. I'm going to show you the aircraft carrier. And then I'll go over the tech trees a little bit more in case you know, you're really new to just World of Warships in general. I'll explain how the tech trees work. Okay, we're in a tier 5 battle. Although matchmaker, obviously, look at this. This is the one area that they need to work on. Our team has a ton of T5s. Their team have no T5s. This is going to be should be an easy win. Should, doesn't mean it will be, but it should be. And it's not very fair to be. So, with an aircraft carrier, you're going to click on the aircraft button. And we're going to send our ships over here.
Dive bomber squadron airborne.
Now, with the American one, you get 2 dive bombers. What we're trying to do here is those ships will drop their bombs in that circle. So the goal is to scout for planes, or scout for other ships, and drop the bombs before they get to those circles. Because if they get to those circles, whether there's a ship there or not, they will drop their bombs. So we found a Cleveland. There's a couple battleships. I am looking for their aircraft carrier. There it is. We got 2 hits there,
Attack target.
and a hit there. Now the aircraft are going to come straight back. We're going to look at the map. Looks like that side of the map is going to be a little stronger. Aircraft are still on their way back. Now, unlike with normal World of Warships, you can actually shoot your secondaries in this game. And secondaries are HE. Okay, we got some ships back in the dock. 3 seconds to go out.
Dive bomber squadron.
Now, the real question is, do I want to keep going after that aircraft carrier?
Flying out.
Or if I want to go after their ships. They are going after our ships. And granted, it would be nice to go after their ships. But if I can get rid of that aircraft carrier, I don't have to worry about us getting bombed anymore. Looks like he's right about here. There he is. That one set a fire.
Attack target.
Got 6 hits on him. One more run like that and he'll be gone. We won't have to worry about his aircraft anymore, which will free up our guys. But our guys are taking a pounding, so we need to get that aircraft carrier dead so we can start helping out. Now, a lot of aircraft carriers will go just for the closest target. It is a valid strategy, but I think in the low tiers, in your first, tier 4, tier 5, I would go for the aircraft carrier. Because taking them out of commission
Dive bomber squadron. Take off.
will help the rest of your team
Dive
a
bomber
lot.
squadron airborne.
And then once they're out of commission, then you can start working on just doing some point damage. What the heck is going on with my aircraft carrier? Why he's going to weird places? Honestly, after this run, I might switch over to the other control scheme so that way I can show you what that's like. yourself, Langley.
Attack target.
You know what? The Langley is all the way in the corner, so see there, they dropped their bombs a little early. Not much I can do about that. I could not see the Langley, and I didn't want to take the chance of dropping in the water, which one of them did drop in the water, which is okay. But now that I know exactly where he's at, he's pressed up against the thing. Okay, let's show you the other control scheme here. So the other control scheme is this. But see, to turn right, you have to hold it. You can't just tap it and set it or anything like that. So if I were to give any recommendations to the developers, let us double tap it to fully press it and keep it pressed.
Dive bomber squadron flying out. Dive bomber squadron airborne.
Looks like they took out the Langley. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start scouting for my team. See, 9 seconds left. Not a lot of time. The matches are super quick. And we did win that one. Now we did not get a lot of points on this one because we didn't do much. We just plinked. Did some plink damage. Notice it says premium account there. So this gives us a breakdown exactly what we got credit for. These are the items again that we got. And then let's take a look here. Yeah, I did not do much for my team. I was lowest on the poll. Okay, so now we gained some experience in the Langley. Once we get enough experience, we will be able to buy this ship. And this ship does tell you, if you look here, you can see carrier group. So you will get a dive bomber. You get 4 dive bombers in a squadron, and you can control one of them. You will also get a squadron of torpedo bombers, and there's 4 of them in a squad. Now, let's go ahead and open up that chest. I'm going to do just random. Let's see what we get randomly. Not bad. I think you will get more of a certain item if you choose the appropriate one. But all in all, it's not a big deal for me. Oh well, let's talk about the tech tree. Let's assume you've never played World of Warships and you're seeing this tech tree for the first time. So you'll see up here it says tier. So it says 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you first start the game, you will have all the tier 1 ships unlocked, like the Erie. And they're not especially good. They're pretty terrible and they cost nothing. And you can sell them and you'll get nothing, but you'll get your ship. If you look here, it says available slots. So you can buy extra slots for more ships. I'm going to buy one right now, so I have more slots. So now I have 6 slots available. But you can sell your starting ship, so you'll get the starting ship for each of the nations that are in the game. You'll play in the Erie until you get some points. And then at that point, after a couple games, you'll have some XP. Then you may choose to either go use that XP for the Chester, which is a cruiser, or you can use that XP for the destroyer, which has torpedoes. Cruisers generally beat destroyers. Destroyers generally beat battleships, and battleships generally beat cruisers, and everything kills aircraft carriers, and aircraft carriers can kill just about everything. So then once, say you get the Chester, then you play that a couple games and you get some more experience. Then at that point you could choose to either go down to the battleships, so this is South Carolina, or you can go continue along, that's what these arrows are pointing to, or you can continue along the cruiser line to the St. Louis. Now, let's say you went the battleship. Then, once you play a lot of games in the battleship, you could either go to the Wyoming, or you can go down here to the aircraft carriers. So your first aircraft carrier will be Tier 4. And that is the same with the Japanese too. You know, cruiser, battleship, aircraft carrier. Here we go. And then, now some of the really good ships in the game is, obviously you're going to have your Tier 10s. The Gearing, the Des Moines, the Montana, and the Midway. They're all excellent ships. Now for cruisers, that is interesting. Normally at Tier 6 you would have the Cleveland, but they are doing an update where they're going to be changing out the ship lines. So this is the Wichita. This is not a ship that I've seen before. This ship is not in the normal game right now. But North Carolina, Iowa, excellent ships. The Fletcher, excellent ship. Let's take a quick look at Japanese. So the difference between Japanese and American ships, Japanese destroyers rely more on torpedoes. American ships rely more on the guns, and then some torpedoes. They just don't have really long range like the Japanese do. Japanese aircraft carriers are generally better. If you look here, their Tier 4 starts with a dive bomber and a torpedo group, where the American Tier 4 starts with 2 dive bombers. Torpedoes are really good. Their cruisers generally are decent. The guns aren't the greatest generally, but they're fast. They have a very low profile, so they're pretty decent, and they got good accuracy. Where the American ones generally have a much faster fire rate, bigger guns too generally, but not as accurate. And I think that about does it for ships here. Premium ships already come fully locked out, and then you're going to immediately choose one of these bonuses. I generally choose XP because the interesting thing about premium ships is their XP, so they can't gain any additional XP technically, so you can convert their XP. So if you have a ship there that has a bunch of XP on it, you can convert it into free XP for gold. And I think that about does it, just showing you the basics of this. I know there's not a lot of videos out there, so hopefully this helped you out. If it did, hit the like button and check us out at mediocregamers.com. Thank you guys, and have a good night.